Drills Talk, episode 188. In this episode, we're going to discuss the benefits of planning. We all want to do something. Not a lot of us are planners. Not a lot of us are going to sit down and actually come up with a plan because we feel that plans are overrated and it never goes the way you plan it, so why do it? Well, I'm going to discuss why we need to sit down and plan. Planning is going to be the difference between you actually getting to your goal and never getting to your goal. Let's go. Yo, Drills.
Created by the great wizard of the new world.
Drills Talk, episode 188. In this episode, we're going to discuss the benefits of planning. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, show your love however you would like to show your love. Here are entrepreneurship/mindset motivation channel. Every Monday, there's a new blog. Every Wednesday, there's a new Drills Talk. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Let's get started. Number one is no fear of the step after. The reason you'll have no fear of the step after is because you'll know what the step after is. We scare ourselves and we say, okay, well, I want to do this. And then that first step is scary as hell, right? Sometimes it takes us 10 years to take that first step. So if that first step took 10 years and we actually take that step, how long is it going to take us to take that second step? Because remember, we weren't aware. We didn't have a plan, right? So that second step, even if it don't take 10 years and it only takes 5, that's 15 years of wasted time because of all the craziness you put in your head, all the weird nonsensical things that probably have a 1 to less % chance of happening. But that's enough because we didn't plan and we're scared. So we don't know. Everybody's a little afraid of the unknown. It's a natural thing. But what does planning do? Planning gives you time to sit down and at least come up with 3, 4, 5 steps, right? You at least know the first 5 steps. And if you have to make a little side step, it's cool, but at least you have some sort of stepping stone, some sort of idea of what's coming next. When you leave yourself out there as far as not knowing the step after, you run the risk of not doing what you want to do because it takes you a long time to take that first step. And even if it takes you a shorter time to take that second, you've already wasted a huge amount of time to where if you sat down and planned, you knew what was coming, you knew what your plan was, and even if it don't go according to plan, you're still moving forward. Number two is you have a better understanding of goals and accomplishments. Yeah, you can make a general statement, I want to be a millionaire, or, I want to buy a house. But with a plan, you're like, okay, damn, I want to be a millionaire. How am I going to even start? I want to buy a house. What do I need to do to put myself in position to get a house? When you make general statements and you have no plan, you're just walking around attempting to do something and get to a finish line and you have no direction. You don't know where it is. You don't know the address. How you getting there? That's what planning is. You see, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, cool. Do you have any skills that can help you get there? If you don't, what skills can you, obtain to get there? You want to buy a house. Okay, how is your credit? Because you're probably not going to pay for the house outright, right? So you need to have a down payment. You need to have good credit so you can get a loan from the bank. You need to know exactly where you want to live. Why do you want to live there? How's the property value in that area? Those are all things that when you sit down and plan, you can think about and have a really good idea about the moves you're about to make. Yes, I want to buy a house. Yes, I want to be a millionaire. How are you going to get there? That first question shouldn't kill your whole damn plan because it's a sentence long. You know what I mean? So if your plan is more than a sentence long, hey, I want to be a millionaire. That's awesome. What are you going to do to become a millionaire? Well, I'm a great writer. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to get it picked up. And after I get it picked up, I'm going to sell it for such amount. And if I sell such and such amount of copies, I get my million. That's a plan. Way better than I want to be a millionaire and you don't know what skill you're going to use to get there. You don't know how to save. You have no idea what a budget is. There's a lot of negatives if you don't sit down and plan. Same thing with the house, getting your credit right, making sure you have a decent income to convince the bank to give you this money. things like that, knowing what neighborhood to go into. So you're making this big purchase, right? You want to make sure that the value goes up. You want to move into a neighborhood that has a possibility of going backwards. But you knowing you want to do that and doing some research in your area or in your city or even state, you have a better idea of, okay, I'm going to make a huge purchase, but I'm not worried about it because these houses that I'm looking at, they've increased in value on average 7% every year for the past 15 years. I'm feeling pretty good about making a purchase here, as opposed to you seeing a house that looks good, someone did a good job renovating it, and the property values have been stagnant in that area for 15 years. It's a terrible purchase, but you didn't know. Why? Because you didn't plan. Number 3, another benefit is a built-in expectation of issues. Issues will occur. Go back to the house thing. Okay, well, I see a house that I want. I'm making this plan, got my credit together, saving up for my down payment. What can go wrong? Well, I can see a house that I want, and I can put in an offer and it not get accepted. But see, when I say I want to buy a house, I'm not even thinking about that process. I'm not even there. But the fact that I'm there, I know that I'm planning, and my plan is, hey, you're going to find a house and there's a chance that you don't win the bid. There's a chance that you're going to find a house and you're not going to get it. So what do you do then? Do you stop looking for houses? Or do you find 3 that you're interested in? Or do you make the determination that, you know what, I will not be outbid? This is a possibility, but I'm willing to overpay because I know that I'm going to get my money back in a year because, again, property values in this area go up 7% every year. You can make a, informed decision, right? That's what planning does. When you state I want to be a millionaire, which is, very doable, but you have no plan, you have no real action for some sort of step back or some sort of issue that comes up. What if a hurdle comes in front of you that you didn't know that was going to be there? Okay, yeah, I said that I was going to write a book. I'm good at writing, but I don't know anybody to pick up my book. I don't know any book publishers. How could you sit down and make a plan that involves you being picked up by a book publisher and not have a list of 10 to 20 in your plan, just in case 19 of them say no? It's just something that doesn't occur when you plan. But when you just make general statements and you're talented and you just move, then you're not prepared for that. And the fact is that you can have 20 publishers and all 20 say no. And now what do you do? What's your backup plan? Well, if you didn't have a plan and your plan was 2 sentences long, you might stop and just move on. But if you sat down with the actual plan, you might say, damn, I have 20. What if 20 say no? Maybe I'll go to 25. What if 25 say no? I'm going to self-publish. I'm going to figure out how to do that. Now, it may take me longer, but because I'm self-published, I'm getting more of a cut of my book. And maybe I'll become a millionaire faster by even selling less. But you don't get there without planning. Number 4. Number 4 is ability to adapt to change. If you know your plan, you at least have an A to Z idea, right? No way in hell you're going to just go from letter to letter and it's going to be smooth. But you know where you're supposed to go, right? You know your steps. You know where you're supposed to go. Like, for instance, the hurdle that came up for the book publisher. Everyone said no. But if you have no idea where to go, then you may be stuck over there somewhere in the numbers. And you're supposed to be in the letters, right? So your plan is going to tell you, hey, it's okay. We're still trying to get to C. B was supposed to be getting picked up by a publisher. No publisher said yes. C is releasing the book, right? So B now has to be self-publishing. There has to be another answer. B was putting in an offer on a house that I liked and it getting accepted. But my budget is such and such. And I couldn't outbid the person who outbid me. So B is finding another home in the area. Like, you have to be able to adapt. And planning allows you to adapt. Most people think that planning is rigid and you really can't move there. No, planning allows you to create a straight and narrow, but understand that, okay, if I get off course, this is where I'm supposed to be. Nothing's a straight line when you want to do something. But to have a straight line as a guide is awesome. Drills Talk, episode 188. These were the benefits of planning. Hope this is helpful. If it is to you, might be to your friend, be sure to share. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's Drills.com. Check this shit out. It's Drills.